Good morning, everybody. I hope my students are there. Shall we start with a very big smile? Good morning, everyone. Be cheerful, be happy, learn to adapt. Yesterday, I was telling someone the future belongs to those, not survival of the fittest, survival of those who learn to adapt. Given the current environmental conditions. Anjali, good morning. Yeah, I think the future belongs to those who learn to adapt. Chilpi, good morning. Vicky, good morning. I love the flowers. Thank you. Yes. Who else? Yeah. Good morning. Lavanya, good morning, Lavanya. Prashant, happiest morning to you. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yes. Sridevi. Oh, hi, Shri. Yeah, Sridevi is my classmate. Hi, Shri. Yeah, great, great. Yeah. Shall we go? Shall we start the class? Okay. As you know, I was doing the queuing model, and I want to do problems which are I have already done direct problems. So a little Ravi, good morning. So a little indirect problem, not sort of indirect questions where things like how situations where you'll face in business. I'm going to give you. Okay, are you ready? Okay. There are two lathes, Lathes. There are two lathes in a machine shop. Okay. Jobs arrive. Good morning. Jobs arrive for the lathes at an average rate of 4 jobs per hour. At an average rate of 4 jobs per hour. Class, yesterday I thought I was speaking very softly. If you think I'm speaking softly, just tell me here if I'm not speaking loud enough. Alright? See, a lathe is a machine where multiple things can be done. Grinding can be done, polishing can be done. Grinding means, making not grinding as in a mixer grinder, making the surface, if it is rough, making it smooth. Then I think we can do cutting or some small jobs, for metals, we can do. All right. So in a machine shop, there are two lathes, and the jobs arrive for the lathes at an average of 4 jobs per hour. Okay. The average time, thank you, Vicky. The average time for the average time for any job on the lathe, the average time for any job on the lathe is 2.4 minutes per job. 2.4 minutes per job. All right. Since the company wishes, since the company wishes to have more efficiency, excuse me, since the company wishes to have more efficiency, it is suggested that A third lathe be installed. A third lathe be installed. Next line. What is the average waiting time? What is the average waiting time per job? What is the average waiting time per job currently? What is the average waiting time per job currently? Okay. What is the likely waiting time if a third lathe if a third lathe is installed? What is the likely waiting time if a third lathe is installed? So I will repeat it in see, because I change the words and give you, so it will not be word to word, but the gist of it will be the same. There is a machine shop and there are two lathes, and the average time taken on any lathe for any job is 2.4 minutes per job. Okay. The company wants to be more effective, so it's asking you, shall can I introduce one more lathe, and if what is the waiting time with the currently with two lathes, and what is the waiting time with one more lathe? Okay, so your first question is, what is the current waiting time? Good morning, Yashaswini. What is the current time with current waiting time with the current situation, two lathes? And if one more lathe is given, what is the situation? Okay. Now we don't have to worry about if one more lathe is there, what is the way this thing, service time, etc. Because they said per lathe it is for 2.4 minutes per job. All right. Solution. Take down. Solution. Everybody, ready? What is lambda class? Wait. How many machines are there? Two machines. Write down. Sorry, two lathes. All right. Class, one small correction. It is not 2.4 minutes. It is 24 minutes. Okay. It's a handwritten problem that I'm seeing. By mistake, I'm repeating. It is not 2.4 minutes. It is 24 minutes. Correction, 24 minutes per job on each lathe. Everybody got it? Okay. So there are two lathes. Okay. So you say 24 by 2. Oh my God. I brought a new pen and it is not working. Just hold on. Or maybe it's the paper. So since it is 2, you have to do 24 by 2 is equal to 12 minutes minutes per job. Okay. Okay. Now this is for two machines. All right. If there are three machines, I'll give this, no? Wait, for two machines. Two lathes, sorry. 24 by 3 is equal to 8 minutes per job for 3 lathes. So, service rate here mu will be 1 by 12 and here mu will be 1 by 8. That is per minute. We are working on per minute. Okay. So I made it mu is like this 1 by 12. Now, next we have to find out lambda. Alright. We have to find lambda. How to find out lambda? Wait, I'll just write and give products versus lathes. Sorry, minutes. God, I'm sorry. Job and minutes. Alright. How many jobs? It is 4 jobs for 60 minutes, isn't it? That's what it said. Yeah, at the rate of 4, average rate, what is the arrival? Average rate of 4 jobs per hour, isn't it? Now, class, I'm working, when I did 1 by 12 and 1 by 8, see here, 12 minutes. So 1 minute, 1 by 12 job. 12 minutes per job. Look at this, 12 minutes per job, or per minute it is 1 by 12. Here similarly, 8 minutes per job, or mu will be 1 by 8 per minute. 1 by 8 per minute. Okay. Since this is on minute, I have to make this also, see, like this. Mu also 4 jobs for 60 minutes. So 1 minute, how many jobs? Okay. 1 minute, how many jobs? Sorry, 1 job, how many minutes? Isn't it? Per minute. So it will become 60 by 4. Class, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll do neatly and show you. Sorry, when I write and do, no, it becomes, now it is, without talking, I'll write and I'll show you. When I talk and I write, I mess up. 4 jobs for 60 minutes. That is 4 jobs for 1 hour. So I'm doing everything per minute. So for 1 minute, how many jobs? 1 into 4 divided by 60. So you'll get 4 by 60 or 1 by 15th per minute. This is your mu. Why? Because I did this also per minute. Lambda also per minute. Sorry, mu per minute, isn't it? I repeat, mu was, see, 24 minutes per job. So if you have two machines, you will get 12 minutes per job, or mu is 1 by 12. Similarly, 24, if there are three machines, 8 minutes per job, mu is equal to 1 by 8. Now I think we have everything. And next I'm repeating this, you see this again. Okay, now our problem is simple. We just work out the problem now. Let's work out the problem now. Case, shall I say case 1? Okay, case 1. When there are two machines, two lathes, When there are two lathes, lambda is equal to 1 by 15. Mu will be 1 by 12. Therefore, we find W to the base S is equal to 1 by mu minus lambda. Alright, so I will work out now is equal to 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15 is equal to 1 by So for two machines, you have lambda is equal to 1 by 15, mu is equal to 1 by 12. Waiting time Ws is equal to 1 by mu minus lambda. 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. I did it like this, 1 by 60, common denominator. So you get 1 by 60. So 60 comes up. So you will get 60 minutes. Okay, now I think you can see better. Mandira, good morning, sweetheart. Class, I feel I have gone a little fast. So what I'm going to do is I will explain to you again. Okay, 24. What does it say? 24 minutes per job on each lathe. So when you have two machines, what you have to do? 24 by 2, because two machines are working. So it is almost as if 12. We are looking at the waiting time. So when there are two machines, it's like 12 minutes per machine for two lathes. 12 minutes per job on two lathes. All right. So mu becomes 1 by 12. How this becomes is cross multiplication. I'll show you cross multiplication when I do the lambda. Okay, so here it is. Similarly, 24 minutes for 3 machines, it will be 8 minutes per job, or mu will be 1 by 8 for 3 machines. See this properly. In case you have missed, I think I went a little fast. So I'm showing you again. All right. I hope this is clear. Okay, now we work for lambda. Lambda is like this. They said 4 jobs, isn't it? 4 jobs per hour are arriving. That is the arrival rate. So the arrival is like this: 4 jobs for 60 minutes. 1 hour means 60 minutes. Why do we want to work it on minutes? Because we have done the mu on minute basis. All right. Now I'm working out for 2 machines. This will be the 2 lathes. This will be the situation. Lambda is 1 by 15, mu is 1 by 12, and waiting time is 1 by mu minus lambda. So you'll get 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. Now you will have guessed. I want you to work out for 3 lathes. When there are 3 lathes, this will be 1 by 15 only, lambda, but mu will be 1 by 8. See, mu will be, for 3 machines, mu will be 1 by 8. So, I would like you to work out for 3 machines 1 by 15, here 1 by 8, and work out the answer. Alright? Please work out. I'll work out and show you too. Yeah, right. For 3 machines, lambda will be the same, is equal to 1 by 15. Mu will differ more efficiently, isn't it? 3 machines. Okay. So W to the base S will be 1 by mu minus lambda is equal to 1 by 8 minus 1 by 15. Please work out. 15 into 8, isn't it? Yeah, 1 by 60 means 60 minutes. 1 by 60. Ravi, it is 1 by 60. Work out, please. Yeah, my mobile came to my rescue. Ravi, yeah. This is for 3 machines I have just worked out. You see. This is for 3 minutes. 3. Right here, minutes. Okay. Yes, Shilpi, correct. Okay. Ready, everyone? Okay, now I want to explain the problem again because in my last class I was not happy. I left you with the problem saying I was not feeling so good. I needed to have something. So, what this I want to do the problem. I want to make sure you understood the problem properly. Understand there is a machine shop and there are two lathes there. So, yes, Anjali, correct, very good. There are two lathes there. So, arrival rate of jobs is 4 products per hour. All right, 4 products per hour. So, what do we do is once again 4 jobs per hour. So, we do it like this: 4 jobs for 1 hour or 60 minutes because the rest of the problem is given in minutes. So, we do lambda per minute. 4 jobs for 60 minutes. 1 minute, how many jobs? You will get 1 by 15th per minute. 1 by 15th job per minute. If you want, write there job per minute. Okay, so we got our lambda. And then it is said on any machine, any job takes 24 minutes. All right, so what did we do is we took the scenario for 2 machines and we took the scenario for, sorry, 2 lathes. I keep saying machines, no, sorry. And we took the scenario for 3 lathes. So the first scenario was for 2 lathes. It was when 24 minutes. Since there are 2 lathes, it becomes 12 minutes for two per job for 2 lathes. So your mu becomes 1 by 12. Similarly, for 3, it becomes 24 by 3 is equal to 8, or mu becomes 1 by 1 by 8 per minute. So with that, we worked out the scenario for 2 lathes. 2 lathes, the scenario was like this. Mu was 1 by 15. Mu was 1 by 15. Sorry, 1 by 12. And lambda was 1 by 15. So with this, we worked out the current scenario waiting time. 1 by mu minus lambda. 1 by 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. So I worked it out. 1 by, this is especially for Ravi, 1 by below that. So you'll get 1 by 1 by 60. So 60 comes up, you have 60 minutes. Alright, 60 minutes is the waiting time. In the current situation, with 2 machines, you wait 60 minutes or 1 hour is the waiting time. So then we took 3 machines and we worked out, as you can see, lambda is 1 by 15, mu is 1 by 8. So waiting time is 1 by mu minus lambda. So you get 1 by 8 minus 1 by 15. I took straight away 120. I don't know whether there is this thing. I think this is the best one. So you get 1 by 7 by 20. 120 comes up 17.14 minutes. With that, we complete our first problem for the day. I hope you enjoyed the problem. It's very nice, isn't it? Alright? Give me a thumbs up so I can go for the next one. Next problem. Alright? Should I go ahead? One of you give me a thumbs up. I know that you understood. Ready? Oh, Shilpi, your thumbs up is jumping, man. Vicky, are you wearing a grey shirt today? Yeah. Okay, Shilpi. Yeah. Shilpi, your hand has become yellow and it has developed legs and it is jumping. I love that. Thank you. Shall we go ahead? I hope Lily is fine, man. What's the baby's name? Have they named the baby? Thank you, Vicky. Shall we go ahead? Yeah, next problem. Ready, everyone? Next problem. Yeah, ready. Goods, truck, trucks. Goods, trucks. Let's see Ravi's fingers. Oh, thanks, Ravi. Your hand also looks yellow. Oh, brown. Huh? I'm little colorblind. Yeah, okay. Goods trucks arrive randomly at a stockyard. Goods trucks arrive randomly at a stockyard with a mean of 8 trucks per hour. Okay, 8 trucks per hour. You straight away take it as 8 only. Okay, maybe we'll have to work out the problem on truck basis instead, hour basis. Yeah, okay. There are a crew, CREW, of 4 operators. There are a crew of 4 operators who unload one truck in 6 minutes. There are 4 operators who can unload one truck in 6 minutes. Okay? One truck 6 minutes means per hour. How many minutes are there? 60 minutes. So, how many trucks can be unloaded? 10 trucks. As you go, remember this. Alright? Understand the problem. 6 trucks per hour or 6 trucks for 60 minutes. So, 10 trucks per hour. Sorry, 6 minutes, 1 truck, or 60 minutes, 10 trucks. Alright? The operators are paid a wage. Operators are paid a wage of rupees. Prashant, who is she? Your niece? Your little sister? Okay. Operators are paid a wage of 20 rupees per hour. You are a management consultant and propose the following. You are a management consultant and propose the following. Why Prashant, that little girl disappeared? Deleted it? I loved it. Sorry. You are a management consultant. Prashant, you didn't like what I said. Apologies. Okay. Um, you are a management consultant and you propose the following. 1. Increase the operators to an additional two operators. Increase the operators to, thank you, thank you. Increase the operators to an additional two operators. Additional, remember, how many are there? There are four. So additional 2 means it will make it 6. Remember. Purposely we give like this. Okay. 2. The problem number 2. Increase the operators to an additional 3 operators. An additional 3 operators. So how much will become? 4 plus 3, 7. Okay. Okay. And you have to find the optimal operator strength. Alright, you have to find the optimal uh, operator strength. Now what you have to do is, you have 4 operators. You must find the total cost of handling 4 operators. Then you must find the total cost of employing 4 plus 2, 6 operators. And then you must find the total cost of operating 4 plus 3, 7 operators. Okay. So yeah, first we will calculate mu. Mu is equal to 60 by 6 minutes. 60 minutes by 6 minutes is equal to 10 trucks per minute. Sorry, per hour. Sorry guys. Mu will be 10 trucks per hour. What is lambda? Who will tell me? Good morning, Prabha. What is lambda? Who will tell me? Sorry. What is lambda? Who will tell me? Good morning, Prabha. Prabha is my favorite old student. She's a respected professor in Christ University. I'm so proud. Dr. Prabha Kiran. Yeah. Prabha, I remember you giving me a poke on Facebook when you were my student. I was horrified when I first got a poke because no one had poked me before. Okay. Ready? Who will tell me what is lambda? Crew strength is 4. And yeah. So you have 8 trucks per hour. Yes. So you have 8 trucks per hour. Yes, Shilpi. Just testing. Thanks, Prabha. Very sweet. But you're not, your skin tone has changed, Prabha. Yeah. And I love the hairstyle. Beautiful. Yeah. 10 trucks per hour. Okay. Okay. Now we'll do case 1. Case 1 will be uh, existing case. It will be 4. 4 operators. We'll do this now. 4 operators. We'll do W to the base Q. Okay, okay. Thanks, Prashant. I thought you got upset because I called that little girl your sister. Isn't she cute enough to be a little sister? Don't you wish? Yes. Okay, here. W to the base Q is equal to lambda. I'm not telling why W to the base Q. Mu into mu minus lambda is equal to, what is lambda now? 8 divided by 8 into 8 minus 10. Ten into 10 minus 8. Okay, you have to excuse me. I have to manage this, the screen. I have to look at your comments, in case I have to look at my book, I have to look here, I have to think and write. So you have to excuse me, okay? I'll do the problem properly, but as I tell, no, I may make small mistakes, okay? That's why you have to correct me. 8 divided by 10 into 2 is equal to 8 by 40. Go ahead and find out. 2 by 20 is equal to 0.4 hours. Or if you want, you can make it into minutes, but don't want. I think I will do this case 1 again in another sheet, so you can do properly. Write down case 1, 4 operators. I think that sheet is a little too cluttered, what I did, so I'll do again. And I made a mistake also when writing. I'll just show you once again. Meanwhile, you also can work out. Yeah, this is for one person. Sorry. This is for 4 operators. And this one is waiting time for 1 truck. How many trucks arrive? 8 trucks. Per hour, how many trucks arrive? 8 trucks per hour are multiplied by 0.4. So totally it will be 3.2 hours. See this again. This is the status for 4 operators. Okay, 3.2 hours. So waiting time cost will be, how much do you have to pay them? Yeah, how many operators are there? Four operators. How much do you have to pay them? 80 rupees, isn't it? 20 into 4. All right. So waiting time cost will be 20 into 4 plus 3.2. 3.2 is the waiting time, isn't it? Can someone tell me 20.4 is fine? Sorry, 20.4 is fine. Why do I need to do 3.2 into 60? Can someone tell me why do I need to do 3.2 into 60? Is equal to rupees 272. See, write down total cost for 4 operators. Total cost for 4 operators will be waiting time cost plus wages of operators. Write down please. Total cost for 4 operators will be waiting time cost plus wages of operators. Waiting time cost is 3.2, you got it. 3.2 into 60 plus 4 operators at the rate of 20, that is 80. So for 4 operators you get 272 rupees. Alright, so the first case is 272 rupees. Okay. Now we will do case 2. Case 2 will be 4 plus 2, 6 operators. 6 operators. Where is Anu? Lambda is same, 8 trucks per hour, and crew strength will be, now mu will be how much will be mu? 60 divided by 6 it was. 1 second. Once again class, I have not given you something. Alright, go to the problem and write. Go to the problem and write. Sorry, I have not given you. See, we did for 4 operators, we have all the material, but I have not given you the serving time possible for an additional 2 or additional 3. Okay? 1 minute. 1 minute should be. 1 minute. One minute. Something is missing in the problem. Alright? We write this. 6 operators means unloading time is 4 minutes. 6 operators means unloading time is 4 minutes, and 7 operators means 4 plus 3. 7 operators means unloading time is 3 minutes per truck. All right. There is something missing in this problem. You write there. Waiting time charges are, write down, waiting time charges are rupees 60 per hour. Waiting time charges are rupees 60 per hour. Is that better, Shilpi, now? This is your answer. Something was missing in the problem. I have added it now. All right. Now, three point two into 60. It will be in money plus 20 into 4. Is that okay now? Okay. Just repair your problem. I hope you have added. Thank you. Because I also got a little worried. So we have crew strength. Now, what did it say? Now we are going to case 2, 6 operators. Lambda will be the same. Mu will be 4 minutes, isn't it? Mu will be 4 minutes. So 60 divided by 4 is equal to 15 trucks per hour. Okay, shall we proceed, class? See, I made some adjustments for you. One is, the first thing I did is, I gave you additional material for the problem. In the additional material, the first thing I told you is, waiting time per hour is rupees 60 per truck. Waiting time per hour is rupees 60 per truck. So when you got for four operators, you got 3.2 hours waiting time, total truck waiting time 3.2 hours. I multiplied 3.2 into 60. So these are the 3.2 into 60, because 60 is the waiting charges per hour per truck. And then you have 4 operators, 20 into 4. Okay. Now this you have understood. You got, how much you got here? 0.4 hours per truck was the waiting time. You have an arrival of 8 trucks per hour. So 8 trucks per hour means a total waiting time of 3.2 hours. And then 3.2 at the rate of 60 will be the waiting charges. These will be the operators' charges. As I told you, the total cost will be wages of operators plus waiting time charges of the trucks. Waiting time, you know how we got 3.2 into 60. Here, 4 operators at the rate of 20 rupees. So totally we got 272. Now we are going ahead and doing for the next step I was doing was for case 2, 4 plus 2, 6 operators. So far lambda was the same. Here I told you a waiting time of 4 minutes. Efficiency increases to 4 minutes, isn't it? So 60 by 4, 15 trucks per hour. Okay. So let us do W to the base Q, waiting in the queue, is equal to lambda divided by mu into mu minus lambda. How much will it be? 8 divided by 15 into 15 minus 8 is equal to 8 divided by 15 into 7 is equal to 15 into 8, 15, 7 is 105, isn't it? Let me check that. Divide. sorry, I got 0.076. I know I've kept, I told you, no, for queuing you keep 3 decimals. I got this much. Okay. So much you have to wait. So you have 8 trucks per hour. So you have to multiply into 8 into, so your total waiting time will be 0.608 hours. Look at this carefully. 6 operators, that is 4 plus 2 operators, 6 operators. Lambda is still 8 trucks per hour. Mu is equal to 60 by 4. Why? This 4 I gave you. Efficiency increases when there are 6 operators. So 4 minutes they can empty a truck, right? So 15 trucks per hour they can empty. When there are 6 operators, they can empty it in 4 minutes. That's what I gave you. So you will get 15 trucks per hour. So waiting time becomes 8 divided by 15 into 15 minus 8. So here you got 8 by 105. 0.076 hours they have to wait, 1 truck. But we have to think of paying 8 trucks, isn't it? So 8 into 0.076 gives you so many hours. Now we have to see total waiting time. Total waiting time for, total cost for 6, isn't it? 6 operators will be waiting time for trucks plus wage cost of 6 operators. Alright, so waiting time we got as 0.608 into, I told you, 60 rupees is the waiting cost of the truck per hour. Each truck needs to be paid per hour 60 rupees for waiting. Plus there are 6 operators, 6 into their wages are 20, isn't it? Is equal to, let us work it out, 0.608 multiplied by 60. I got 36. I think it's a mistake. 0.608 multiplied by 60. 36.48 plus 120 is equal to 156.48. Yeah, so if you as a management consultant increase the operators to 6 operators, this is the answer, 156.8. Shilpi, is this better? Please everyone copy. I'm holding. Give me a thumbs up. Come on. And then I will go to 7 operators. Case 3. My husband is so kind. Yeah, good. My husband, he makes these paper cuttings for me to help me in my class. It should be like that, isn't it? Help each other in life, whether you're friends or you're married couple or something, isn't it? He makes sure he cuts these papers and keeps ready for me. I don't have to. Because I was telling, I was using the whole big papers, but showing like this was difficult. And moreover, you could not follow properly. In the small sheets, no, I write it the same as you, but I can show it. Anjali, great. Okay, thanks, Anjali. That's a nice thumbs up. Yellow. Okay, ready, everybody? I know, man. That only is coming on the online. Just joking. Okay. Now, come on. We'll do for 7 operators. All right. Now, case 3. Okay. Case 3 will be 7 operators. And how much it said? Your mu is same, no? Sorry. Lambda is same. Lambda will be 8 trucks per hour. That doesn't change, isn't it? Otherwise we can't compare, isn't it? So we are doing mu. I said mu is, I think, 3 minutes, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. So 60 divided by 3 is equal to 20 trucks per hour. When there are 7 operators, they can do 20 trucks per hour. 7 operators, lambda is the same, mu will be 60 by 3. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll do w to the base q. W to the base q is equal to lambda divided by mu into mu minus lambda is equal to, our lambda is 8 divided by 20 into 20 minus 8. Shilpi finished? Excellent. I'll work out ma once again. Thank you. Yeah, Shilpi, you're perfectly correct. Okay, so I'm working out. 8 divided by 20 into 12 is equal to 8 by 240. Work out. 0.033 hours. Okay, so you have to do into 60 rupees, isn't it? So total truck waiting time, I'll write here, total wait. First you have to do 8 trucks, no? Therefore, 8 trucks into 0.033. So waiting time will be 1 minute. 8 into 0.033 is equal to 0.264. This is the total waiting time. 0.264. Is it 2? I got 264. Correct? I'll check again. 0.033 into 8. Yeah, I got 264. This is the total waiting time. Yes, Nina. Hi, sweetheart. Where were you? So nice to see you, Nina. Very nice. Okay. 0.264. Okay. We'll do the cost now. We'll do the cost. So, total cost will be total cost for 7 operators of employing 7 operators will be 0. Wait, 264 into 60 plus 20 into 7, isn't it? No, Ravi, 156 is correct. I have the problem worked out here. I'm still working out. 0.264 into 60 is equal to 15.84 plus 140. Yeah, I'm also getting same, man. I'm getting like this, but see, listen class, I got 0.264, no? 0.264, no? There is a worked out problem here with me. This 0.264 has been written as 0.267. 0.264, somebody has got it as 0.267. Alright? Because of 0.267, this one, here it has become 156 point something, 156.02. But I'm getting 0.264. According to that, I'm getting 155.84. Alright? If you want, we'll check how that is. Yeah? Okay, okay, okay. If we use fractions, you'll get 156. Okay, it's okay. No problem. Alright? This is how I got. Okay, you did fractions. Fine, fine. I told you to use fractions, no, for queuing. Somehow I went into this mode today. Alright? See why I went into this now, because there was something like no 7 by 120 and all. So I started using the calculator. Otherwise, I too would have used fractions only. So, excuse me, from there I went on, and this is your answer. All right, no problem, Shakti. Okay, so now I would like you to make a small table. All right, we will write like this. First column, number of operators. Simply, this is a decision table. You make it decision table or decision supporting table. You can say table for decision support. Table for decision support. All right. So here you have number of operators and you have total cost. You will have guessed what I am going to do. Number of operators 4. When there were 4 operators, what was the cost? 272 rupees. 6 operators, what was the cost? 156.48. 7 operators, 1 rupees 155.84. So you make a little decision table so that suppose it's easy for whoever is evaluating your paper or something. It's easy. Even in your work life, if you're going to use it, use this technique, you will have to show this, no? So here is your this thing. Imagine showing this on a graph. Yeah? Imagine showing it on a graph. Let us imagine I'm showing it on a graph. And we will draw an XY chart. Okay? We'll draw an XY chart. See how nice. This was a very good illustration for you to when you do your presentations in your work life, how you are going to do. Okay. When there are 4 operators, I have a 272. Okay, I'm just giving an imaginary graph. When there are 6 operators, it is 156. Okay. When there are 7 operators. All right. See, suppose you're making a graph, this is how it will look like. Imaginary. Not imaginary, you can make a graph, it's not imaginary. I've just, this is not to scale. I'm just showing it. Don't you think now? Or you can do like this 4, 6, 7. See, you can show. When you have 4 operators, you have, when you have 6 operators, when you have 7 operators, how it has fallen. based on this fellow. Which is the best one class? 7 operators, correct? See, should I show again? This is simple. This one. You can do this imaginary, you can do something. Never mind. Because between 200 and 300 only this fellow is there. This one, no, you can bring it little down, 156 and 155 and this thing, little bit closer. But here is your answer. It is very illustrative, isn't it? This graph is very illustrative. You know for sure what you need to do. Okay. It's almost 10:55. I had planned to do one more problem, but what is the point of running ahead if you don't follow and all, isn't it? So I did a little slowly. I hope you enjoyed the class. Yes, I enjoyed it too. Yeah. So how are you all guys? I miss you all, man. I miss the faces, after I do the problem and I say, hey, wasn't that nice? And then you smile and tell, ma'am, we enjoyed. We like OR. All this, I miss. I miss your faces, your charming, young, charming faces. It's nice to see students in the class and all that. I'm missing. Never mind, at least you can see me, isn't it? uh, I'm not, I am not coming on Zoom because the recorded version may not be so good. Facebook is very useful for everybody. That is why. Okay? Take care, class. Give me a thumbs up saying you understood and you like the class. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Vicky, I miss you all too. Stay, yeah, I will. Yesterday, I had to go to the RTO. There's a new RTO near my house. It isn't. It's about very few kilometers, maybe 4 kilometers. It's easy. Um, and there they wouldn't allow us in because the people were not so much about the queue, man. I don't know why people are so not bothered. Like even for me, like it was like this. I had a loan on my car and I paid it, and you have to go to the RTO because on your RC they put a hypothecation clause or something like that. So once you complete your loan, you have to go there and I think they'll issue a new RC. So for that I had to go. I went along with one of my research scholars. But what happened is they issued us, sent us back. We took all the documents. He went in the morning and asked, and he came and then all the documents. We didn't know. No, it's the first time. You need your all the documents of the car, and we took that and went, and this happened. So I was just feeling so sad that people are not. See, today the government has said, if you don't cooperate, we'll have to lock down again. See, lockdown causes the livelihood of many people to stop. So, with that intention, I think the government doesn't want to lock down. But at least people, we should have common sense, no man, not stand near each other. We like each other, I know, but that doesn't mean we stand, in crowds and all that. People are not even wearing masks. Yeah, it's not a joke, no. It's not a this thing. It's a real. It's a pandemic. Imagine. And the beauty of it is it's not difficult to control. It's easy to get. It's easy to keep away. Also, it's easy to prevention. Also, is very easy. That's the whole part. And that's the beauty what has happened, Thank God. God has been kind to us that we can prevent the virus from spreading. And we have to do it, class. We have to prevent it. We have to stop it. This can't go on forever. Do you not? Do you not want to complete your degree? Do you not want to go back to your country? Many of you, isn't it? I'm particularly worried about many of you who are in distant areas and taking class from there. And also people who need to go back to your country, to your jobs, all varieties of students are there among you, isn't it? So you need to start life, you need to start earning. Yeah, your parents depend on you. So for all this, no, see, don't say, we'll not talk about others, we'll talk about us, how we do. Let us obey the rules. I will never jump a traffic signal because I'm a teacher. Even if the person behind me honks, no, I will not jump. I'll take the risk of someone banging my car from the back. No, I mean, dashing, I'll take. It has happened. Scooters have hit my car because I slowed down at the traffic signal. No, I will stop. It's not that I'm a scaredy cat, but I will stop because it's my job. I cannot teach y'all what rules to follow regulations if I don't follow it myself. You'll never see me jump a traffic signal. I will slow down always. Yeah. So let us teach, let us show by our example what can be done. You, as my students, you have to, your duty is to stay at home. If you want to shop, make a list of all the things you want. Keep a pen and paper. And as you think, oh, onions are finished, write there onions. Something is finished, write there. Toothpaste, write. So that you have a list and you don't run to the shop for one soap, one little bit of shampoo. No, buy everything once, come home. Make a list. Look into your everywhere, in your bathroom, what soap is not there, what toothpaste is not there, what shampoo is not there. Look into your kitchen, what you need, vegetables, you need this, you need that, you need gram, you need rice. Make a list. Go buy it once and come. Restrict your outside movements. This is what I want to say. Restrict your outside movements. There are many things that we don't need. Like after dinner, we used to go and say, "Hey, let's have an ice cream," and we used to go and have an ice cream. We don't. Maybe we do not need it. All right. If you have a refrigerator, you can keep. But then we do not need an ice cream. It only gives you extra. Yeah, it is nice, but now you can restrict. Yeah, we have learned that many we can do without many things. Not all the things that we used are not necessary. There are many non-essential items that we were using, and we have learned to restrict. It'll give you a healthier lifestyle actually. Not eating ice cream is some many times a healthier lifestyle. Not eating chocolate also, or buy chocolate and keep. It doesn't need refrigeration, isn't it? So instead of ice cream, eat chocolate. You all can afford to eat chocolate. You don't have sugar issues and all that, so you can afford you can eat chocolate instead. Do something, do adjustments. Okay. And minimum going out, as when you come back, come loaded with all your stuff. You all are mostly staying alone, you don't need so much of stuff. Stay like that. Okay. Prevent your going out will prevent, imagine somebody's disease not spreading. All right. It is easy to control the spreading. Please listen to what the government is saying. They are not talking simply, they are talking sense. And they need to control. See, this is a thing that law and order, government officials themselves cannot do. All the public, all of us, need to be supportive. All right? Okay, guys, stay strong, stay safe. I've sent you one this thing, no, about that non-spitting. It's a good thing. Yeah. Please, I got my certificate this morning. I filled in, I got my certificate. I hope you get a certificate too. Okay. And whenever possible, if there is a good thing, something like a good program going on, and you can benefit from it, I'll definitely put. Okay. These programs have been going on. What I saw, some of you came on yesterday and some of you benefited. I was pleased to see many of you there. Okay. Stay there. Come and join us. And those are the times where you feel bored and all that. How much of TV can you see? So usually we work from after 6:30, 7:30, according to the convenience of the speaker. And you're all welcome to ask questions. You may be having many questions which you want to, yeah, great, Shilpi. You may be wanting to ask me questions you cannot ask. You can always WhatsApp me. But then these are speakers who are industry people and all. Yeah, you can do that. Thanks, Shilpi. Good. You got 155.84. Very good. Very good. Okay, then. Take care, all of you. Yes? Take care. God bless. It's time for me to go because you have another class, I think. Take care. God bless. Jai Hind. Jai Karnataka.